Hey there, planners. Today I'm going to be setting up my digital planner for the week of January 17th through the 23rd. I'm going to be using some stickers. I'm going to be capturing all the to-dos. So go grab your planners and let's get planning. All right, so here's the monthly calendar that I set up. You can see I've been adding a lot of stuff to it. I've got my meal plan over here on the left, and this is going to be the week that I'm setting up in my weekly setup, just to have a place to track all the things I need to do, everything that's going on, the meals we're going to eat, the activities of the family, all of that stuff in the weekly planner. I thought it would be fun to just kind of step back and do a weekly plan with me so that you guys can see actually how I'm using the digital planner and what it looks like, how I'm setting up the weeks, how I'm enjoying digital stickers and all of that stuff. So the stickers that I'm going to be using, I'll have them linked down in the description box below, as well as all my other supplies, plus some other mentions of videos, things like that, that you might want to go check out. So make sure you check down in the description box below. This digital planner is a planner that I built myself because I couldn't really find one that was going to work for all my needs. Same way I've always been about planners. I have a hard time finding a planner that is exactly what I'm looking for. So with a little research, I built this planner myself. I have gotten a ton of questions from you guys about this, and I'm going to be doing a planner chat very soon where I'm answering all of your questions, so stay tuned for that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my links and click over here to week 3, which you can see is a very blank slate. The only thing I have on the page right now is just something that tells me this is week 3, so that as I'm flipping through I can keep up with it. And then I've also got over here 3 little buttons to my goals, my Planning Annie calendar, and my Faith planner. I like to have those 3 hyperlinks there for quick access. So for example, if I'm in the planner and I want to see my goals set up, I can quickly hop over here to goals, which is good because I'll be pulling some items from over here. All right, since I have this very blank slate to work with, the first thing I'm going to do is start to pull in some stickers, and I love to use weekly templates. So I've got a whole video about when you're using a blank notebook or a bullet journal and you go to set up your week, how do you know what format you want to use, how to lay it out. I've got some templates that I go to over and over again, and I'll leave that video linked down in the description box below in case you want to check that out. So I'm going to be using one of those templates, but I'm going to be populating it with stickers. I've got this sticker set from Ink and Pine. I'll have it linked down in the description box below. I've been using these stickers for the entire month of January across all my planning. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I love this set. So this set is a great combination of like sweater material and warm drinks, and I love the colors, the pinks, the blues, the tans. They're really awesome. It's got all of the calendar items that I could want, washi tapes. I love this lady here in the warm sweater, and it's great because as I'm sitting here, I'm looking out of 2 windows that are looking over a backyard that is absolutely covered in snow and ice. So I am very much feeling the sweater vibe right now as part of my planner setup for this week. So what I want to do is first I want to look for some box or squares or circles that I can use for the background of the days. And I think what I'm going to use is actually start with the sweater material because I think that is just so cute. And I love the colors. I've got 3 different color sets here. The sort of off-white color, the blue, light blue color, and the dark blue color. So I'm going to pull those in, and maybe even this plaid. I really like this plaid too. I'm going to pull those in for the background of the days first. And I'll talk you through a little bit about how I do this. So I'm using GoodNotes, and so I'm going to grab that cropping capture tool, and I'm just going to see, I think I can pull these 2 in at the same time, copy those, bring them over here, paste them in, and then go back and grab the other 2 and paste those in. And when it comes to layering in GoodNotes, you have to be really careful about layering because what you put down first will be in the background. So you always have to be thinking about what do you want on the bottom. It's a lot like real stickers. You know, if I was going to put down 3 stickers, I would have to think about layering them in order, and it's the same way with GoodNotes. So I'm going to make these a little bit bigger for the days, and I have to kind of work with the sizing because I need to be able to fit, you know, 7 days across here. And so let's see, let me move these around and play with these a little bit. All right, now I've got them the right size. I'm going to keep putting them in. Oh, see, you think you have the right size. But now this side doesn't quite fit. So I need to make the whole thing just a little smaller. I will say it's so handy to be able to resize. You know, if you're dealing in real stickers, you're kind of stuck with the size you have. Of course, you can always, you know, trim down and cut. Or, you know, if you're printing stickers, you can print them in the size you need. But the ease of being able to resize items, oh man, I am really enjoying that. All right, so that's going to be my layout for my 7 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But now I need something to kind of sit on top of these boxes, because obviously if I wrote on top of these boxes right now, I wouldn't be able to see. I have a couple of ways I can do this. Let me look and see if there's anything that sort of would fit. I would like to maybe pull in the pink because I've got a little bit of pink there, but I don't really have it in the days. So I'm thinking maybe looking for a pink box. All right, so I'm going to do something really tricky here. I've got this sticker which says work on it, but I like this light pale pink color here. So I'm actually going to grab this and see if I can play around with it and make it work. So I'm going to switch over to the imaging tool, and I'm going to crop this, and I'm going to crop down just to the pink, light pink part, and I'm going to make it sort of the same shape. This is sort of a long rectangle. Try to make this the same shape. Now I've got that shape. I can stretch it out a little bit, shrink it down a little bit, and that is going to work really well for actually the space that I will write in the days. So now what I can do, I have that. What I want to do is go back to that clipping tool and copy this. That way, when I get it in place, all I have to do is paste it over and over again. And that gives me a good space to write on for each of the days. Okay, so now I have my boxes. I've got the cute sweater theme. I love pulling in the light pink. Now I need day of the week headers, which this set does come with a few different options. So I've got this darker blue, I've got this silvery kind of cloudy pink. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is grab these because this is very similar, just like a shade darker than the boxes that I chose. So I'm going to grab these, and these are really cool. These are actually color changing. So what I can do is, let me go ahead and put 2 of these down, and then I'll show you what I mean by color changing. So when I use the clipping tool, I can deselect text boxes, just do handwriting, which is what the background is made of, and change the color to a different color. And then I can change my clipping tool just to text boxes, and I can change the color of the text boxes. So it gives me just a lot of flexibility of how to use these. I actually really like the color that is in these already, the ones that came with it. So I'm going to use these just as they are. Let me make them just a little bigger, test out the size a little bit. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. So now I'm going to distribute these on the days. And that's going to be a perfect fit, and I like that it's just a slightly different color than the box. All right, now I need dates. I really like these dates. I think they pull in that darker color, and this week is the 17th through the 23rd, so let me grab these, put these over here, and then I'll grab that 23rd and pull that over here. And they are tiny right now, but let's see. I'm going to resize them just a little bit, and I want them to fit right beside those numbers, and I think I can make them just a little bit smaller. And now I can move them to be right beside the day. And for some reason this one just got a little bit bigger. Shrink him down a little bit. There. Now I have my days of the week set up with the days, with the dates, and the title of the day. So now what I want to do is maybe do a little bit of sectioning. I've got some white space here. I need to give it a header. Let me look at the washi tape options. And I've got these great washi tape options. I don't know what color. I really like that lighter blue color. Let me grab this and bring this over and maybe put it at the top. And I keep switching back and forth between the clipping tool and the image tool. I find that sometimes GoodNotes has this little funky thing it does where if I use the clipping tool to resize things, it makes it a little crooked. I believe that's a known issue with GoodNotes, but switching over to the image tool seems to work and fix that. So I think I'm going to have to make a couple copies of this. So let me just make another copy. Think about the ease of being able to do that. Think about how many times, I know for me, I always wanted like more of a sticker or I had a washi tape and I needed just a little bit more. Being able to duplicate stickers is pretty cool. The ease of which I can duplicate stickers is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to stretch this out all the way across the top. So I've got that sweater all the way across the top of the page. Yeah, I'm loving the way that looks. Okay, and now I need some additional boxes. So a couple of things I want to add here. I'd like to have a place for a couple of trackers because I've got a few goals and habits that I'm tracking this month, like 30 minutes of reading, at least 5 days a week, and other things associated with my goals. So I'm going to put a few habit trackers here. There were some habit trackers as part of this kit. These here, and I really like this dark colored one. So let me grab that. Was there another one? Yeah, I think that was the only one that I like the silver one, but I'm not really using any of the silver, so I'm going to keep that one out. And because I'm only doing this habit for 5 days a week, what I have been doing is getting my pen and sort of matching that color and coming in. Oh, that might be a little too light. Let me change that color just a little bit. Get it a little bit darker. And I have been coloring in. Oh, that's still not dark enough. That is a very dark blue. Yeah, there we go. I have been coloring in 2 of the hearts so you can't see them because I'm only doing it 2 days a week. And then I will come in and I think I'm going to grab that pink color, or I could do that light blue, which is really pretty. Let me see. I don't think I have that light blue saved, but let me see if I can match it just by looking at it. I think that is pretty close. And I will come in here and write in the goal. So there's the goal. I can keep track of that right there. I also flip over to my goals, and let's see, I've got 30 minutes, 5 days a week. I also need to do 1 hour each on Bible study for my daughter, prayers and scriptures for my daughter, and then also an hour a week working on the milestone, and then also to capture my expenses. So those are 3 items I need to make sure get into my planner from my goals this month. So for those type of to-dos, I want to use a really classic to-do list, which I have this great sweater option here. So I'm going to grab this and bring this over and put it in the week. And I think this is a really good spot for that. Shrink that down just a little bit, make it a little longer, and it fits right in that spot. You can drive yourself crazy trying to line things up perfectly, but it is so much easier in a digital format. So I want to capture, and I think I'm going to use that dark blue. I'm going to capture one, too small. My goal, I'm going to capture my goals here in this section. And now the way I've written that, it's kind of bleeding over, and so I can see I need to move it a little bit. So I'm going to grab that clipping tool and I'm going to turn off images and text boxes so that all I'm grabbing is my handwriting. And I'm going to move that up just a tiny bit to give myself some more space. And then I am actually going to put the other, and that one too is a little off, isn't it? Having a hard time writing very neatly today in my to-do list. So I've got those 2 captured. There, of course, will be more that I'm capturing. But I do need to capture once a week. I have been doing the expenses, income and expenses, making sure to capture those. So I'm looking for something to use from this kit as a little action item. And I like to use I love these little bows. I think I'm going to grab all 4 of these and use these as my to-do markers this week. And I'll just put them over here so I can pick them up as I need them. And I'm going to put the one on Sunday to capture income and expenses. All right, so that's one. And then another thing I'd like to have, I think a piece of decor here would look really good in this spot. So let me flip back over. And I really, really like this girl. I think I'm gonna grab her and put her right here in this spot because I think that is so cute. And I'll resize her so that she fits right there. Maybe tilt her a little bit. Perfect. I'm loving that. I love the way that looks right there, but nice and clean, but still adds a little decor. All right. I want to put the meal plan for the week somewhere on this page. I know it's a bit duplicative because I do have it on the monthly calendar, but I like to keep it here because sometimes my planner is open to this page and I want to be able to see it here as well. I saw a sticker in here that was like a Monday, here it is, Monday through Sunday list. And so I'm going to bring that in and put that right here. And I need to move these guys out of the way and make this just a little bit bigger so it fits here. And that is going to be perfect for capturing the meal plan. Now, I actually meal plan on like Wednesday or Thursday, and then come in and order groceries, get groceries in the latter half of the week. So I typically start out the week only knowing what we're going to be eating through Thursday or Friday, and then come in and populate the rest later. But I still like to have it as a reference. So I'm going to go grab, an easy way to do this, I'll show you. I have this link back to the monthly calendar, and then I've got the meal plan over here. So I can see that we are going to, what we're going to be eating, and I'm just going to grab it just like this. Oh, forgot to change. Forgot to change over to just handwriting. So I'm going to grab it, just my handwriting, and copy that. I can change that back. And then I can come back over to the week, and I'll paste it in here. And I don't know if I can make it fit. Yeah, but at least I have a quick reference of what it is, and I'm going to write it in. All right, so now I've got that written in. I can just come in here and erase that out because I don't need it. All right, so I've got my meal plan for the week in here. I've got my to-do list, my tracker. One other thing that I have been keeping here in my weekly space is just a little spot to track like highlights and memories. I have developed a memory planner in digital format, which I will say is really fun. I'm excited to get started with that, and I plan on doing it at the end of each month. But since all my photos are digital anyway, it is so much easier to digital memory keep because I don't have to worry about printing and supplies and getting them in the right sizes and picking them up and shipping and all of that stuff. I don't have to worry about it because all my photos are digital anyway, and it's super easy to bring them in. So, but one of the things I like to do is keep kind of a running list of, highlights from the week, what happened, big events, things like that, because I won't necessarily remember all of that at the end of the month when I sit down to memory keep, use photos, things like that. So I like keeping a little space for me to jot down any highlights from the week. So I'm going to go back over to my stickers and see if there's something I can grab that would be good for capturing those memories. And I'm thinking about like a box type format. I almost like these picture frames because that is kind of the theme of what I'm capturing. So let me grab one of those and bring that over. And then I'll see if I can resize it so might want to make it a little bit longer. Yeah, I think that is actually perfect. So I'm going to use that, and I want to give it a little title. And I kind of like these little sweaters here. Let's see, let me grab one of these. I'm going to grab this white one because I think I can write right on top of it. So if I put that in here, I think I can give this a title. And I'll use that dark blue. And this will be just a little spot for me to jot down any memories from the week that I want to make sure I remember when I'm doing my memory keeping. So now I have this space. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate these and put them, do these a couple times, and what I'm going to do is just move them right into the days so that I can capture to-do items as they come up. Ah, those guys are so little. Might need to shrink in a little bit. Move them in here so I can capture my to-dos and anything going on these days. And this is all just the setup part. Put these over here. This is all the setup. There's lots of, this gets me to the point where I'm ready to write in it. But this is all just getting it set up the way I want it to be able to use it. Now I've got this space here. Let me see what I could fill that space with, because it really is kind of decorative. I love this little drink and book set here. I'm going to put this right here. Let me see if I can get this to fit. Oops. Right there beside this one. And now I've got this space right here. And I may just end up leaving that white space, or I might pull in another one of the blue sweater. And this is the kind of the perfect size. I'll pull this in and put this right here. And I can always write on this or change it. Yeah, that's another great thing. I can change it around. If I decide I need more space, I can always change it around. So I think that is going to be my setup for this week. I'm really liking the way it looks. It's very pleasing, and I do feel like I need something right there. Maybe let me grab this again and just fit it in to right here. So that's just a continuation of the sweater right there. Perfect. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is go populate this with more items from my week, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like in the end. All right, so here is my week all set up. I'll zoom in so you can see what it looks like, but just overall, this is what it's going to look like. And I've got my days set up with to-dos, things that are scheduled, appointments, things that actually occur on that day. I've got my to-do lists, my meal plan that I'll keep filling out as the week goes on, and then a place to capture some memories. So I'm all set up and ready to go this week. I love the way it looks. This is very inviting for me, and I love the fact that I can come in and move things around. You know, if I needed extra space to jot some notes down, I could take this sticker out. I could take this sticker out. I love the flexibility of that. So there's my weekly planning for the week ahead. I hope this was helpful to you to see kind of how I set my week up. I'll have lots of items down in the description box below for you to reference or go check out. I would love to hear how your week is going. How are you using your planner to help you have a great week ahead? And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Planning Annie for more content like this. And as always, thanks for planning with me.